Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am yet again with another episode of Win Life Like a Warrior, wherein I bring the warriors of life in front of you. And the warrior doesn't imply, as I have been telling you always, that you should always go to the battlefield and fight. Here, the warrior I am implying is that you have to fight the demons within you. And the demons are of your self-limiting beliefs, regressive attitude, negative thoughts, fear of failures. These are some of the very big demons in your life which one has to fight. As I have been mentioning that warrior, which I have coined this word, the W is for the winning mindset. You should have a winning mindset. Then A is for alter the attitude of gratitude. And the R is you reinvent yourself. And next R is that you should always look forward. Then I is inspire yourself. And O is offer gratitude. And finally, the last R is reap the rewards. So if you have all these virtues, then you can always live a life of a warrior. With me today is Major D.P. Singh. He is a Kargil war veteran. He is a TEDx speaker. He is an amputee because of his war injury. He is also a marathon runner who has run by now 26 half marathon, out of which 3 he has run in the extreme climate condition, cold condition on the high altitude. Also, he is a solo skydiver. That means under this condition, he has dived solo and he is the first Asian to do all these things. There are many more things. In fact, it would not be correct on my part to enumerate all of them. So before I get into further detail, let me ask Major D.P. Singh only how he. So Major D.P., firstly, let me welcome you on behalf of my viewers and myself that I am so privileged to have you today on this show, Win Life Like a Warrior. And I can't be more privileged to have warrior like you. So let's know, D.P., how your life journey as a childhood started off and from where?
Thank you so much for giving me opportunity to interact with the audience which you have captured, sir. Thank you for initiating such a nice program. I think one virtue which you should add somewhere, that one should always keep the smiles on. कुछ मर्जी हो जाए, मुंह पे स्माइल हमेशा रहनी चाहिए.
Yes. Yes. In fact, my WhatsApp that note is there. Smile, whatever is that. Means never stop smiling. Come what may.
Exactly, sir. So smile takes you miles.
Yes.
और मुझे तो स्माइल्स ने बहुत काफी कुछ दिया है, क्योंकि जितनी so called challenges, difficulties, yeah, whatever you name it, the initiation of countering it, I will not say fighting against it, and making yourself stronger to rise above all these difficulties and challenges begins with smiling on them.
Yes.
आधी बत्ती बंद कर दो कि भैया तू क्या कर सकता है यार.
Correct.
So, yeah. Coming to your question, sir, my childhood I had spent in Roorkee, which is a famous town now for IIT Roorkee.
Yes.
I had done throughout my schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya. I was an average student who had seen failures also. I flunked in 11th standard. I ran away from my home in 8th standard. Oh, and that running away from home in 8th standard was my first U-turn of the life. Because that day when somebody brought me back to the house, while coming back, I was contemplating and reminding myself that D.P. Singh, running away from your reality will not take you anywhere.
Yes.
You have to accept the realities.
Yes.
And rise in the same circumstances to make yourself strong enough to face any challenge.
Yes.
And that today I am describing this statement in the form of words, but that young kid who was in 8th standard that time was unable to make it a statement, but understood the fact कि भैया भागने से तो कुछ नहीं बनने वाला,
बिल्कुल सही
भागना
बात।
है तो जिंदगी की तरफ भागो, जिंदगी से दूर मत भागो।
ओ क्या बात है, क्या बात है, क्या बात है, क्या बात है। So, DP, I think you have summarized the whole life. जिंदगी से दूर मत भागो, जिंदगी के साथ भागो. So, how did it happen that you landed up in the army finally?
So ये सर उस यूटर्न से ही कनेक्टेड स्टोरी है.
Yeah.
I hope it is okay if I am using both the languages, Hindi and English.
No issue, no issue. Whatever is convenient to you, whatever is convenient.
So, as I mentioned, I stayed with my grandparents all through the life. My father lost his job in the very beginning of his career, and we had seen the financial crunch of the extent जब जो आपके रिश्तेदार भी आपको उस नजर से नहीं देखते हैं जिस नजर से जब पैसा वैसा होता है तब देखा जाता है.
करेक्ट.
तो मेरे ऊपर काफी ऐसे, मतलब अमिताभ बच्चन की तो वहां पे लिख दिया गया था कि तेरा बाप चोर है, लेकिन बस वहां पे नहीं लिखा था, लेकिन बोला जरूर जाता था कि तू चोर है.
ओ.
तो और काफी स्ट्रिक्ट टाइप की लाइफ थी, लेकिन जब नानी के पास जाते थे तो वहां बड़े ऐश होती थी. तो मैंने बोला बेटा भागो, नानी का घर बढ़िया है. So that is the time when I ran away from home. But somehow I was brought back by a very wise man, and I must mention here that wise man was none other than the majdoor of house which my grandpa constructed. उसमें उस बंदे ने मजदूर के तौर पे काम किया था. और why I am saying he was wise man, because he did not ask me even a single question. उसने देखा मुझे कि कहीं ये बच्चा जा रहा है, उसने अपनी साइकिल पे बिठाया और वापस लाके घर के बाहर छोड़ा, शिकायत नहीं लगाई. That's why I'm saying wise man.
That is why he was wise man.
Yes, घर के बाहर छोड़ा कि बेटा घर जाओ, घर से नहीं भागना.
क्या बात है.
तो विजडम जो है वो एजुकेशन के साथ नहीं ज्यादा आती, ना आपकी डिग्री से ना आपके पैसों से, लेकिन विजडम एक्सपीरियंस से लाइफ के बहुत आती है. सो दैट फेलो ब्रॉट मी बैक. आते वक्त जो दिमाग काम कर रहा था वो यही था कि रनिंग अवे इज नॉट द रियलिटी. एंड देन आई केम बैक एंड आई एक्सेप्टेड कि मैंने यहीं पे रहना है. माय ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स कनेक्टेड मी टू गुरुद्वारा साहिब. I started visiting Gurdwara, listening to the lectures, the stories of gurus, the service, the sacrifice, and the type of martyrdom and history we belong to. Now this same thing I could connect with the Indian Armed Forces.
Yes, yes.
Because I was a student of Kendriya Vidyalaya, which was managed by Bengal Engineer Group and Center, Roorkee.
Okay, okay.
तो वहां से जब सेंटर से गुजरते हुए जाया करते थे तो वहाँ की डिसिप्लिन, वहाँ की लाइफस्टाइल, वहाँ का जो एक ऑरा था, उसने इनिशियली कुछ मोटिवेट किया. और बाद में आई स्टार्टेड रीडिंग और सीरीज लाइक परमवीर चक्र, जिसमें उन दिनों डीडी के ऊपर सीरीज आती थी परमवीर चक्र.
Yes, आती थी.
कैसे शूरवीरों ने अपनी जान की परवाह न करते हुए अपने आप को निछावर किया. ये जो हिस्ट्री एंड जो सिखिज्म की हिस्ट्री थी और जो रियलिटी ऑफ आर्म फोर्सेस थी, इनको जब मैंने कनेक्ट किया तो आई रियलाइज दैट हाउ प्राउड आई फील व्हेन आई लिसन टू माय पास्ट. And if I can live this type of a life, it is only possible in armed forces.
Yes, yes, no doubt.
Because here also, without understanding that who's who, without knowing whom we are fighting for, the countrymen and country, we, our heroes, our brothers in arms have sacrificed their lives with smile on the face. And remaining who have seen such sacrifices in front of their eyes, do not wait and mourn for their death, because they have a task up hand to complete.
Yes,
So this is the type of life which our armed forces have traditionally accepted and lived. तो उसको जब मैंने अंडरस्टैंड किया तो रुड़की जहाँ पर हर बच्चा हर स्कूल का इंजीनियरिंग के लिए बैठता है, DP Singh was the only person and maybe a few more who never even
thought of
bought engineer entrance का examination का
form,
because I knew कि financially मेरे पास इतना support नहीं है, मुझे अपने पैरों पे खड़ा होना है.
correct.
और दूसरा जिस गली जाना नहीं उसका एड्रेस भी पूछना.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. And I must say, because I have experienced such situations, what DP you are saying it, that I was also once upon a time in a situation where I wanted to earn early, and I appeared for the NDA examinations, and though I failed in those, I came as a technical entry. But what you are saying is absolutely right, that when you wanted to earn early, at the same time have a respectable job, so nothing is better than army. There is no doubt in that.
तो एनडीए में मैं भी फेल हो गया था सर. आई could not clear the written examination of NDA, both the attempts which I had. Then I decided कि भैया अब CDS के लिए BA ग्रेजुएशन चाहिए. तो ये लग्जरी नहीं थी कि कॉलेज जाया जा सके. So I picked up a job in a bank. Okay. I cleared banking service recruitment exam. Okay. And started working as a clerk in Allahabad Bank. Oh, great. For 2.5 years, I worked in Ludhiana, Allahabad Bank as a clerk. And alongside, I studied for privately. I studied BA, and after completion of graduation, then I switched over to CDS. IMA. In between here, also I must mention that first year of my BA examination, when I went to Roorkee to write the exams, that is the time my father, who was bravely facing the odds because of loss of his service, suffered schizophrenic attack. Oh. And I, as eldest in my family, felt कि भैया अब तो मुझे पिताजी के पास जाना पड़ेगा. मम्मी मेरी दिल्ली में थी अपने बच्चों दूसरे भाई बहन के साथ मेरे. तो मुझे लगा कि अब तो मुझे वहां जाकर देखभाल करनी चाहिए as a sincere obedient kid. That's the time when my mother put her foot down. She said, you will not come before you complete your exams. Oh. मैं खुद हैंडल कर लूंगी. कोई रिश्तेदार कोई उनके साथ नहीं था. She used to at times chain my father because of her schizophrenic attacks and go for her own job, look after the kids, but she did not let me leave the exams in between. मुझे एक बार को लगा था कि अब अंधेरा छा गया, IMA का जो ड्रीम है वो शायद खत्म हो गया, क्योंकि मुझे जाना पड़ेगा और ग्रेजुएशन नहीं होगी तो फिर काम आगे बढ़ेगा नहीं. लेकिन वो मेरी माँ थी जो उस समय मुझे सपोर्ट करके हैंड होल्ड करके बोला कि नहीं.
DP, that is what the parents do, the sacrifice, and we can never pay the sacrifices done by the parents. Absolutely. And mothers are really the inspiration, and mothers are really the giver, and mothers are really what should I say, that they can sacrifice anything for their kids' life and kids' career, and that is what she did. That's what she did. So finally, I believe, cracked the CDS exam, and you joined the one Dogra regiment.
7 Dogra, sir.
7 Dogra regiment.
CDS में भी आने के लिए सर पहली बार में नहीं, मैं आ गया था.
Okay.
रिटर्न एग्जामिनेशन भी दूसरी बार हुआ, फिर SS भी दूसरी बार हुआ. पहली बार जब SSB में फेल होके वापस बैंक में पहुंचा था तो लोगों ने बोला, अरे यार फौज की नौकरी इतनी हार्ड है, छुट्टी नहीं मिलती, फैमिली लाइफ नहीं है, ये है वो है, why are you unnecessary. और उन दिनों बैंक की नौकरी बड़ी कंफर्टेबल होती थी और काफी उसमें प्रिविलेजेस भी बहुत होते थे. मैंने बोला नहीं भैया, ऐसा है कि जब तक चांस है तब तक आई विल कीप doing my work, because never ever in the life later I want to regret कि मैंने कोशिश नहीं करी.
Yes, yes, yes.
और अगली बार जब मैं एसएसबी देने के लिए गया, ये बात मैं बहुत सारे कैंडिडेट जो मेरे को अप्रोच करते हैं कि क्या करना चाहिए तैयारी के लिए, वो मैं अब यहाँ ओपनली भी बताना चाहता हूँ. नेक्स्ट टाइम मैंने वेंट फॉर एसएसबी, आई वेंट कीपिंग द टीचिंग्स ऑफ गीता इन माइंड,
Yes,
which
yes.
says कर्म किए जा फल की चिंता मत कर.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
Every test of SSB I just attempted wholeheartedly and I forgot.
Yes.
Move ahead, forgot. Move ahead,
Yes.
forgot.
Yes.
And finally I could crack.
That is what, and let me tell you, there is no better teaching what Gita says. There is no better teaching. And that word fail which you have used, the fail is nothing but is a first attempt at learning. So far end of the failure is always the success. So unless you try something, you can't reach the success. And what you really said, that that unless you finish all the chances, unless you complete all the trying, you told your colleagues in the banks, you will not sit down easily. And that's what you did. And that was your calling, that was your goal, that was your commitment, and you made it. So if you leave half-heartedly, naturally, that's great.
Sir,
so
failure,
how was the...
मेरे हिसाब से फेलियर जो है एक वो स्टेप है जो आपको चांस दे रहा है कि आप में गैप कहाँ है.
Yes, improve that.
Because it is not that failure is meant for me. Failure is only an opportunity to understand that if I need to reach to a pedestal, so where, at what level down below that pedestal I am standing today, and what is the area which I have to fill by empowering myself to reach to that pedestal.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Only then I can reach there. तो उस प्रोसेस में फायदा किसको हो रहा है? मुझे, क्योंकि मैं कुछ और सीख रहा हूं अपने बारे में. तो फेलियर कभी नुकसान नहीं करता.
Failure is the beginning of the success. Actually,
Exactly.
failure is the first step of the success. It means there are two failures: failure fast, failure forward, or failure backward. If you fail forward, you will go toward the success. If you backward, you stop there, then you are automatically failed. So you rightly
इसमें
said that.
एक चीज होती है सर जो ध्यान में रखने वाली होती है, वो ये होती है कि फेलियर के बाद क्रिटिकल इवैल्यूएशन में जो पता चलता है कि आपकी शॉर्टकमिंग्स क्या हैं, वहां पर वो फॉर्मूला फिट होता है जो मैंने यू टर्न पे करने के बाद सीखा था, दैट एक्सेप्ट योर रियलिटीज.
Yes.
You need to accept कि भैया I am weak in A, B, C, D.
Yes.
Unless I am in denial mode.
Yes.
Till the time I am in denial mode कि नहीं 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 नहीं, लोग क्या कहेंगे अगर मैं मान जाऊंगा कि मैं तो वीक हूँ मैथ्स में.
करेक्ट.
तो बस फिर आप वहीं खड़े रह जाओगे.
करेक्ट.
पहला स्टेप है कि मैं वीक हूँ. दूसरा स्टेप है कि अब मैं पीछे पड़ जाऊंगा इसके.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
कि ये वीकनेस मेरी स्ट्रेंथ बन जाए.
So this is another very important point आपने बोला मेजर डीपी, that is अपने बारे में पता करना, मतलब self awareness about your weak point and the strong point. Capitalize on your strong point and know your weak point so that you can strengthen them. And that is what you have rightly brought out, that अपने बारे में और अपने acceptance of yourself as it is very important, and then only you can improve. So how was the first unit experience, DP?
सर यूनिट का एक्सपीरियंस लेने से पहले तो मेरे को एक्सपीरियंस लाइव ने दे दिया.
Yes.
So I got commissioned in December 97 when unit was in Mehndipatnam, Hyderabad.
Okay.
And as you know, in infantry we go to center darshan. So after visiting Faizabad, when I reached unit, it was January 98. And immediately after 2 months or so, I went for Vios. 6 months Vios. After that, some chutti, back join unit, and then to commando. And after commandos, Again, I had a knee injury of even before joining the academy.
Oh,
In my left leg, the
okay.
leg which I have now.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
So
okay.
that's why I joke the right one is no more left and left one is no more right. तो वो नी इंजरी जो थी, वो नी इंजरी मुझे ट्रबल करती थी, बट एकेडमी में भी आईएमए में भी ट्रबल किया. However, I completed the whole training, including commando training with the same bad knee.
Okay.
But I had to get rid of it, so I underwent surgery after the commandos, and in March I did surgery. In May I joined unit back.
Oh, okay.
By then, unit has moved to Aknoor line of control, and somewhere in June the operation which started, and 15th of July I पीछे मुड़ तेज चल तो नहीं कर पाया. पीछे मुड़ क्या बोलते हैं उसको, स्ट्रेचर पे चल
स्ट्रेचर पे चल.
15th of July को चोट लग गई. So this was the only experience I had, the time I had spent in my unit.
My God, what a journey you had that period of time. In fact, when you mentioned about this Faizabad, I remember sometime in maybe I think 97 only or so, 97 or 96, rather 96, we did pre-staff course there. There used to be pre-staff course there, 97. And then I went for this staff college after that.
Right.
And so this is good that you came back. So were you, tell me that some scenario, in fact, our viewers will like to hear from you that how that whole scenario developed when you got injured. Okay, what was the scene like?
Nothing big, sir. कोई ऐसा बॉलीवुड टाइप या माय कोर्समेट जैसे परमवीर चक्रा, विक्रम बत्रा, दी वॉरियर्स, दी अदर मेडलिस्ट जो हमारे हैं, ऐसी कोई मैंने बहुत सारी कुछ नहीं किया. दी ओनली थिंग दैट आई वाज कमांडिंग अ स्मॉल पोस्ट विच इज प्रोटेक्टिव पोस्ट, PP6 की नाम की पोस्ट है वो.
Okay.
इन रिवर बेड मनवर तवी. लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल जो थी वो मुझसे मेरे सामने से ही इमेजिनरी लाइन, and on the opposite side 80 meters away was the enemy post.
Right.
So before the war, before the attack which had happened on my post, for which they lulled the firing for 2 days, there was no firing at all.
Okay.
Before that, perhaps the only thing which I did was to finger them badly. As a youngster, और करते भी क्या हो सर?
I know. That is the Josh. That is the Josh.
I remember अपने पास वो जो RL है, उसका जो air burst है, that was my favorite round.
Okay.
And I could put the range with the air burst mode, and it used to go above their post and burst, and then we used to listen to the howls and cries. So that perhaps had created a little bit of ruckus on their side, and that's the reason why they,
targeted.
They reckoned for 2 days that what is my movement and what time I go where, sleep, stand, do what. For 2 days that recce, and then immediately on 15th of July, the firing which started was targeted for me only. It was a mortar bomb, and the bomb, as you are aware, in war you can make out from the noise.
Yeah.
The first one I could make out that it is flying above me and landing far behind. But the second one they corrected, and it landed 1.5 meters away from me.
I know. Just
so
for
that took the toll. The whole shrapnels, my body, faced the blunt of the shrapnels. Many shrapnels cut me through. The big pieces and the small pieces are still embedded inside. There are around 73 shrapnels, which I counted recently back.
Okay.
मेरे को लगता था 40 हैं 50 हैं कितना है, but thankfully the digital x-rays are much more clearer and clean. तो then I counted one day, तो पता चला कि 73 हैं. तो मैं बोला चलो more the merrier, मेरे को तो 40-50 ही मिलेंगे.
So you are a steel man. So viewers, let me just give you a little background what Major DP has told. See, he was also defending one post of army, Indian Army, which was just 80 meters away. 80 meters, even shorter than your football ground. Everybody has seen the football ground. So the Pakistan side, enemy side, they were also on the post, and this Kargil war has already erupted. So they thrown a bomb, which we call it a mortar bomb, and that bomb exploded just 4 feet away from Major DPC. And those shrapnels of that bomb all pierced through him, in which he had injuries all over the body, including intestine, liver, his legs, everywhere. No place was safe. And today also he has around 73 shrapnel inside his body because they can't be removed. That is what he's trying to say. What happened after that, DP?
बस सर उसके बाद तो like you know what happened after that is the example of the fact that you may try your best, but destiny is very, very powerful.
Yes.
And here am I going to quote what happened after that, and then you will understand. When I became unconscious, there was no way I could do any of my karma. I could not get up and tell anybody ki wake me up, pick me up, take me away, I am injured, because I was unconscious.
Yes.
So here starts the work of destined things.
Yes.
My team, my Dogra men, my boys, my Mundus, they picked me up, disregarding the threat on their life, which was open, and they knew that there is a river stream flowing behind. They had to cross. So it was a smoke wall which was created by headquarter and the neighboring post firing. And in that smoke wall, they picked me up on the stretcher and they crossed towards the Ditchkam on the other side of the DCB Ditchkam Bandh to the headquarter. I was helpless, or I was clueless what is happening. It was all destined.
Yes.
Then I was received by my RMO. Somehow he made me conscious a little bit, did the first aid, Captain Joshi, and then he started talking to me to keep me alive. And I was feeling rather pissed off that why he is bothering me by asking so many questions, because he was doing his duty to keep me in interaction so that I am alive.
Yes.
Now see the beauty.
Yes.
As karma is not just your action, your intent also.
Yes.
So look at my intent there. I was not very happy in answering the questions. So my intent was irritated.
Yes.
But
He
destiny was that he will keep me alive.
Yes.
However, only after some time, I remember that I went into a sleep. Answering his questions, I dozed off, and then only third day I came into consciousness. But hereafter onwards also, I was received by the doctor, by the surgeon in the hospital MH Aknoor, and I was destined to be declared dead on arrival. I did not interfere anything in that. There was no karma from my side. Then again, I was destined that Colonel Rajinder Singh, who was the anesthesiologist, would be there and he will intervene and he will revive me. I could not interfere in that.
Yes.
So this whole process from being evacuating till the revival by Colonel Rajinder Singh is destiny.
Yes.
nowhere I could play even a single part of that role.
Yes. Yes.
So it is very powerful. I was destined to get this second life. That's why I'm sitting in front of you.
Yes, yes. And this is what it called DP jisko rakhe saiyan maar sake na koi.
Exactly. So we feel that, including me, I am not a दूध का धुला. Including me, at times I feel कि यार मैं बदल लूंगा अपनी चीजें. कर्मा is a choice कि मैं करना चाहता हूँ या नहीं करना चाहता हूँ हर मोमेंट पे. अब ये चॉइस मैंने एक्सरसाइज करी कि मैं आपके साथ बात करूंगा.
Yes, yes,
मैं मना भी कर सकता था.
correct.
तो दैट्स माय कर्मा which I exercise.
Yes.
लेकिन मैं मैनिपुलेट कर सकता हूँ और चीजों को अपने हिसाब से चला सकता हूँ, ये एक मिथ है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
मेरा काम है उस हर मोमेंट में
चॉइस
चूज करना कि यस की तरफ चलूंगा तो मेरी डेस्टिनी वैसी बन जाएगी, नो की तरफ चलूंगा तो वैसी बन जाएगी.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
That's the only task which I can exercise in my life. By God's grace, that also perhaps happens by virtue of getting some wisdom from the Almighty. कि काका तू yes ही choose कर लियो तो हम कुछ आगे चला देंगे तुझे.
नहीं बिल्कुल. See, let me tell you, DP, that the word crisis is the word. The literal meaning is the point of decision. So from every point, there is a road to right, there is a road to left from the point of crisis. Okay. Now, if you take right, that is what you are saying is that choices I make, whether I make it choice this right or I make choice left. If you take right, yes, the upar wala dekh raha hai, then everything goes well. And that right choices you make with when your intents are okay, when you have a courage, when you have some wisdom which has come with your karmas only. Ultimately, the good karmas brings you the wisdom. And that makes you to choose the right path. And that is what today we are there to talk.
So that's why I say ना सर कि बचपन से ही वो ट्रेनिंग दे दी गई थी कि काका जब टाइम आएगा ना तो राइट वाला ही रास्ता लेना.
गलत मत लेना. यू टर्न कर दिया ना एक बार यू टर्न कर दिया तो राइट ही है फिर. See the wisdom of that laborer who brought you back. Okay.
Very true, sir.
And that is still paying you back. So, of course, with these injuries and all and the treatment, you got this prosthetic leg and all. And finally, how did you make up that much of strength and that much of courage to again stand on your feet and be absolute normal, and rather you far exceeded the normals? That is what we would like to know, or rather my viewers would like to know.
सर जब दिमाग ज्यादा चलता है ना तो कंफ्यूजन आ जाता है. जब दिल की सुनते हैं
तो सही जाता,
तो ज्यादातर क्लैरिटी मिल जाती है.
करेक्ट.
क्योंकि दिल जो है ना वो जो है वो चालाक नहीं होता इतना. दिमाग चालाकी दिखाता है.
करेक्ट.
तो ये एक्सरसाइज ऑफ चॉइस ही है जिसने मुझे इस रास्ते पे चलने के लिए प्रेरित किया. बिकॉज देयर वर मोमेंट्स एंड दीज मोमेंट्स इज stretched over a period of time. It's not a one incident or something. There were moments in life where I felt, after stepping out of the armed forces in 2007, I came out. And even before that, it was a process of learning only in the army also. I realized that some sort of misconception is floating towards the person with disability.
Yes.
Now, this is also I am putting in a form of a statement today, but it was in some chaos somewhere in the mind, not so clearly, which I can put in the form of a statement today. But this was happening. The clarity slowly was coming. Things were happening. Some incidents were happening. Everything was happening together. But somewhere the mind was getting these feed, and दिल को ये बात हजम नहीं हो रही थी कि यार ऐसे कैसे
जिंदगी कटेगी.
मतलब ये, this is not me. This is not something where I can sit back and see. So what is to be done? So doing as a soldier to be, मतलब जो आप करते हो as a soldier, it is always on ground.
Yes.
You can't just stand behind the podium and start giving lectures.
Yes, yes, yes.
किताब पढ़ के lecture देना तो बड़ा आसान है.
Yes, yes.
There are big orators in our
Country.
country, world, wherever.
Hmm.
लेकिन करके बताना कि मैंने किया, अब बोलो. So soldier always speaks in the form of action.
Yes, yes. A
That's
clarity
what we
come
have
with the
learned in the
action.
armed forces.
Yes.
कि काका काम करो, काम कर्मा. So I felt, yeah, let's do something which conveys the form of ability,
With disability.
which is the most difficult task for somebody who doesn't have a leg. Now, इसके पीछे एक thought और था, that when I was shared the news by the surgeon, orthopedic surgeon, that leg needs to be amputated. उस समय दो बड़े powerful thought दिमाग में आए थे. One was a very spiritualistic thought, which was initial thought, and that was
DP. I would like to interrupt here. This amputation took place in the army itself, or
yes, sir.
Okay.
What happened third day when I came into consciousness in MH Aknoor, I was the only so badly injured casualty in that small hospital, and I was not evacuated further till on a clause that I was not fit for further evacuation.
Okay.
However, the same surgeon comes on round after 2 days and realizes that gangrene had set in my right leg.
Okay.
Now imagine the man was telling me that lucky you are that I have come on round, because तेरे तो पाँव में gangrene हो रहा है. Only casualty of that nature lying in that small hospital, and this is the statement which that man makes. I am not taking deliberately the name of the person, because there is no point talking bad about somebody who has spread negativity.
Naturally.
I always talk about Colonel Rajinder Singh and various warriors who have saved and helped me and revived me.
Yeah.
But then gangrene set in, so I became fit for further evacuation. On deterioration of health, I became fit for further evacuation, and they had dispatched me to Udhampur.
Okay.
So in Udhampur, surgeon saw me and bandage open करके जब देखा गया तो gangrene थोड़ी spread हो गई थी टांग में. And there's no cure to gangrene. You need to chop it off. So I knew that it will get chopped off. It will get cut from knee onwards only. Knee will not be there.
Yeah.
Surgeon was mustering courage to tell me, because I was a youngster. अब youngster को बताना बड़ी बात होती है ना कि भाई साहब आपकी टांग कटने वाली है. So before he could muster that courage, I knew that it is not going to be there now. And the moment he said, "Son, we need to amputate your leg. We will try to save as much as we can." I said, "Sir, please go ahead. I can see there is nothing left. Do whatever suits best for me."
Yeah.
That was a moment when a thought stuck in my mind, which was very powerful and spiritualistic thought. I don't take credit of that thought, because a human being, as a human being, I don't think that मैं इतना ज़्यादा spiritually risen बंदा था. That thought was that let me see how person with disability, somebody who doesn't have a leg, live their life. It's a new challenge. And one day perhaps I will be able to lead a life which will not only be inspirational for me, but for many others.
Oh, what a thought. What a thought.
This was the thought, and it came and it went away. But second thought was my own thought. And that was that I will never compromise in living a life with the quality and standard of my life.
Yes.
That was a soldierly thought.
Yeah.
The promise which I made to myself. And that kept me going, and I was exploring कि fit रहना है, injuries को overcome करना है, और दौड़ना भी है. तो जब मुझे बाद में after few years I felt that the mindset of people needs to be changed in the form of action and examples to be set by a soldier now.
So prosthetic leg लग गया था आर्मी में?
हाँ सर, मैं 10 साल तक आर्मी में था.
Okay, okay.
2007 I came out.
Yeah.
I started off with a prosthetic leg, जो कि लोहा लकड़ी चमड़े का था. वो बड़ा भारी सा होता था, 6 किलो का.
Okay.
But that helped me to walk better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then in 2005 I did a rally, Kargil to Kanyakumari in ordnance rally.
Okay.
In 2005. Slowly I was taking charge of life.
Okay.
In 2007 I stepped out, boarded out with the medical pension.
Okay.
After coming out, मुझे ज़्यादा बाहर का दुनिया का पता चला कि कैसे लोग देखते हैं. Karma, disability, your bad deeds, your bad karmas are related to disability.
Yeah, yeah.
ये कुछ गलत किया है. ऐसा सोल्जर ने क्या गलत किया है?
Correct. Yeah.
Gita says that slain you attain heaven, victorious you rule the earth.
Yes, 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 yes.
तो वहाँ पे अगर while fighting the war, which is a justified war, if you get disabled, you have not done anything wrong.
No, necessarily. That is your task. That was your action.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So this was the reason I felt it is required to be changed by action.
Yes.
So I felt that what is the most difficult thing for a person who doesn't have a leg?
Yeah. Running.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Running is difficult, but running marathon is most difficult.
Absolutely.
Long distance running.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
तो मैं बोला काका ये कर दें, फिर देखी जाएगी जो होगा.
Good.
But that's how I landed up in running, sir.
Yeah. So in fact, I have all very much praise for these marathon runners, because I too have been a good runner in the academy, and still I am running.
I was not at all a runner in the academy, sir. Cross country, second enclosure type, वो भी यार ये टेस्ट है, पास करना है तो कर लो, छोड़ो परे. I was good at PT, power PT, good at every type of PT, but running.
Okay.
It is. I wasn't aware. I was not knowing कि half marathon का distance क्या होता है.
Okay.
It is only after losing the leg. Cross country हमारी 14 किलोमीटर की होती थी.
I know.
After losing the leg, I felt कि अब जो है 21 भागना है.
I know. I know. So this is all in the mindset. Nothing to do with the body. It is all mindset.
Exactly. That was required to be proved.
Yeah.
Proved to self.
Yes, to self. Nothing, nobody else. To self. And human power is immense, DP. Human power, which you have proved the mettle of yours. So I believe you have run by now, for the information of viewers, around 26 marathons, and out of which 3 are in the high altitude areas where even people walking is difficult. What to talk about marathon? Walking is difficult in those high altitude, less oxygen. So just some experience about that for our viewers.
Sir, firstly, I would correct कि मैराथन तो मैंने एक ही भागी है, वो भी 42nd बर्थडे पे मैंने अपना सोलो रन करी थी 42 किलोमीटर्स की, विच इज अ फुल मैराथन. क्योंकि अक्सर जो मैराथन रनर्स हैं उनको थोड़ा सा मिर्ची हो जाती है कि भागता हाफ है और बोलता पूरी है. तो मैंने बोला भैया गलती नहीं करनी. Half is a 20. They say that for running half you need to be half mad, for running full you need to be full mad.
I know.
तो जब मैं 42 कंप्लीट किए थे साल, मैंने उस साल मैंने बोला कि आज तो मैं पूरा भागूंगा ही भागूंगा. देखी जाएगी. सोलो रन किया था. It took me 6.5 hours to complete 42 kilometers, but I did.
Yeah, that's commendable.
21 kilometers I have done, 26 half marathons I have done. Of course, the toughest was still the first one, जो कि 2009 में भागी थी मैंने. लेकिन एडवेंचरस काफी थी. एडवेंचरस, द फर्स्ट हाई altitude was at 10,000 feet in Sangla Valley, which was off-road also. Then the second one was in Ladakh, Leh Marathon. जो कि 11,500 फीट पे आ जाती है, जहाँ और द थर्ड वन वाज 9,500 इन कारगिल, कारगिल इंटरनेशनल मैराथन। तो लद्दाख वाला जो था वो रिकॉर्ड मेरे नाम पे है, लिम का रिकॉर्ड। एंड ऑफ कोर्स इट वाज टफ बिकॉज दैट इज अ हाई ऑल्टीट्यूड डेजर्ट, जहाँ पर सांस लेना भी मुश्किल हो जाता है चलते वक्त तक। लेकिन मजा आया और पुश किया, और उसके बाद ज्यादा मजा आया और ज्यादा बैंड बजी। वो बताता हूँ आपको मैं।
बताओ।
तो हुआ क्या कि सर, गढ़वाल की यूनिट है, मेरा कोर्समेट की यूनिट है, वो कमांड कर रहा था नीमू में, विच इज जस्ट फ्यू किलोमीटर्स अवे फ्रॉम ले।
कब की बात है?
2015 है सर ये।
अच्छा, ओके, बिकॉज मैं आई हैव सर्व्ड इन द नीमू.
अच्छा।
My unit was in the Nimu. Then I transferred that to Nimu to Khumbathang. So I'm talking way back sometime 2004 or something.
Okay. No, 2015 सर, जब OROP मिशन भी चल रहा था, and
yes.
In fact, I very proudly I share that Shri Manohar Parrikar, God bless his soul, I took a flag and a T-shirt on which it was written "Respect Veteran," because I went to run the Ladakh run with the aim to dedicate this run to the veterans.
Yes.
So that was, for me, it was a OROP run, and it was on 13th of September, which is my official birthday. And on that day only morning, Mr. Manohar Parrikar had announced OROP.
Oh,
so it was quite
coincidence.
Coincidence था सर, लेकिन बड़ा pleasant coincidence था. Anyway, खैर मैं भाग भूग के खत्म करने के बाद जब पहुंचा तो जो गढ़वाल के बंदे थे उनको मैंने इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट पे एक बार कुछ साल पहले सुबह 2:30-3 बजे रिसीव किया था, because they had won gold medal in the Cambrian petrol competition. So they remembered me, and infantry का आपको मालूम है, the camaraderie is very so strong. When they came to know, and of course the unit was commanded by my coursemate, तो he said यार कि बड़ा खाना बंदे बोल रहे हैं तो you come over. तो मैं सुबह भागा और दोपहर को उनके पास बड़ा खाने के लिए चला गया. अब बड़े खाने में उन्होंने बड़ा पिला दिया बियर का मग. और हमारे को हाई ऑल्टीट्यूड, डेजर्ट, मैराथन, इन तीनों की डिहाइड्रेशन हो रखी थी.
यस.
और जब आप बियर पीते हो तो आपको लगता है कि आप हाइड्रेट हो रहे हो, बट यू गेट डिहाइड्रेट फर्दर. क्योंकि बियर डिहाइड्रेशन करती है. तो हम पीते गए और वो रात को उस दिन मुझे फर्स्ट टाइम इन माय लाइफ आई फेल्ट दैट आई एम गेटिंग चोक्ड. हाई ऑल्टीट्यूड इफेक्ट हो गया था. तो आई वाज टेकन टू, मैं उस समय ले में ही था, वो हेड क्वार्टर के कोर हेड क्वार्टर के इलाके में. तो वहां से एमएच गए. एमएच में जब गए तो उसने बोला कि आपका पल्स पूल सब ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. मुझे मालूम था ठीक होगा, बिकॉज दौड़ने के बाद सब कुछ ठीक हो जाता था.
करेक्ट.
सो इसीलिए हाई ऑल्टीट्यूड इफेक्ट हो गया है. द ओनली क्योर इज दैट यू ड्रॉप हाइट. सो नेक्स्ट डे आई केम डाउन टू दिल्ली. Unfortunately, somewhere that impact remained in the subconscious mind, and for long, even while in Delhi also, if I used to do some cardio exercises, I used to go back in the same feeling कि चोक हो रहा है. तो उसका मुझे फिर कम से कम it took me 8-9 months to do regular physiotherapy, pranayam, swimming, to come back in shape. Because doctors ने तो मुझे बोल दिया था कि काका you need to see psychiatrist, कुछ गड़बड़ हो गई है. मैंने कहा फिर ठीक है, फिर मैं समझ गया क्या देखना है.
फिर अपने आप ही करना पड़ेगा.
मैं कहा दवाई तो हम खाते नहीं है. कि साइकियाट्री में अगर गड़बड़ है इसका मतलब दिमाग में लोचा है, दिमाग का लोचा मैं ठीक कर लूंगा.
बिल्कुल सही है. That is what is keeping you so warm and so fit and so enthusiastic. In fact, I would like, because I know this area of Nimu and Leh and everything, because I have served for 2 years. What was the route of that marathon, half marathon you did there?
सर वो जो टॉम है ना ऊपर वो कोरेट क्वार्टर के पास में ही वो जो स्ट्रक्चर है, रेलवे स्ट्रक्चर, वहां से शुरू करते हैं.
ओके.
एयरपोर्ट को क्रॉस करने के बाद वो जो एक रिवर स्ट्रीम सी आती है, वहां से लेफ्ट टर्न कर जाते हैं.
इंडस रिवर.
लेफ्ट टर्न जाके फिर कच्चा सड़क शुरू हो जाता है. फिर वो पीछे से होते हुए आई थिंक सीआरपीएफ या आईटीबीपी किसी का एक कैंप पड़ता है.
यस, इट इज देयर.
वहां से अप स्लोप आता है. वो अप स्लोप कोई 800-900 मीटर का अप स्लोप, वो खत्म, वो चढ़ने के बाद खत्म होता है.
ओके ओके ओके.
बीच में आधा पार्ट कच्चा है, आधा पार्ट सड़क पे है. अभी आई थिंक लेकिन दे हैव चेंज द रूट. that year this was the route when I read.
Okay. So means, but still there must be all ups and down, means.
Ups and down बहुत है sir.
There तो even walking 100 meter makes you breathlessness.
So they are very clever. आखिरी जब like in academy na, when you are about to finish, you give the demo slope.
Okay.
That is that demo slope 800-900 मीटर का slope which was of gradient, I think 40 to 50 degree का gradient था उसका. अब मन कर रहा था कि उल्टा चलो, बट while wearing prosthesis I can't walk backwards.
Okay.
तो क्रैम्प पड़ रहे थे, मगर मैं लोगों को एडवाइस कर रहा था कि ऐसा करो, उल्टा करके चलो तो जल्दी पहुंच जाओगे, क्रैम्प भी ठीक हो जाएंगे.
Okay.
But I could not. Then somehow I finished.
Great. These are the all achievements which all have been mentioned. You have been awarded by the government of India. You have been awarded by some other organization. So how this idea of solo skydiving came through, and then what was it and when it was it?
So this was also for some years it was there in the back of mind that कुछ और एडवेंचर वाली तरफ करना है, जहाँ पर I kept on exploring to various skydivers in India. Once I happened to go for a talk in Dubai. I went to the skydiving school also, but somehow I was not getting some good support.
Offer.
Not offer the support the कि जहाँ पर किसी एम्पुटी ने किसी एम्पुटी को सिखाया हो, या ऑलरेडी कोई एम्पुटी वहां से जंप कर चुका हो. Because in my case when I don't have, if you don't have both the legs, then also it is fine. If you have both the legs, then also it is fine. Not having one leg means the
imbalance,
equilibrium is difficult to maintain.
Yes.
Which is very, very important in skydiving.
Yes.
So then came a time when in 2018, Indian Army declared the air as air of disabled. And I was one of the ambassadors, and I had a very close quarter interaction with General Rawat as a chief.
Okay.
A lot of things were done in that year. And then during one of the interaction, he mentioned that DP, we have to do something where we end it on a high pedestal. थोड़ा किसी अच्छे हाई पे, मतलब थोड़ा बढ़िया कुछ किया जाए. मैं बोला सर, मैं बताऊं क्या बढ़िया कर सकते हैं.
ओके.
मैं बोला हाई की जगह पे मैं पूरा हाई कर देता हूँ.
अच्छा, ओके.
You give me the permission, I want to go for skydiving. He said, "Yeah." मैं बोला सर, yes sir, this is something which was there in back of my mind, and if you allow me, I will join with the Army Adventure Wing.
Okay.
Do the course and do skydiving. So he said, go ahead, do it. I wrote an application and he approved it. And then in March 2019, there was a camp in Nasik. For 1 month, I joined the camp with them. On 28th of March in Nasik, Colonel Dadwal, he recently been conferred with the Tanjing Norgay Award also in adventure. He's a skydiving instructor.
Okay.
Under his able leadership, I did the first jump there.
Very nice.
मगर फिर भी मजा नहीं आया था, क्योंकि पूरा सोलो, मतलब कि you jump and then you pull your parachute yourself and then
everything.
land.
Yeah.
तो वो पैराशूट जो पुलिंग वाली जो स्टेप था वो मेरे करने की जगह पे कर्नल डडवाल ने कर दिया. मैं बोला सर ये गलती कर दी आपने.
दोबारा करो.
इसे तेरी हवा. मैंने कहा मेरी तो कोई हवा खुलनी. कहती हमारी हवा खुलती कि कहीं गड़बड़ ना हो जाए कुछ.
अच्छा, okay.
Of course, sir, it was a big responsibility on their head that somebody who's doing amputee.
Correct.
So agent मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है sir. So then I got the opportunity to go to Canada. I was invited for a event there. I said if I am going, might as well let me explore the possibility of doing it more. So I joined a camp there in Canada. Brigadier Sandhu hai ek.
Okay.
In fact, I will request if in case you can get him also on your show.
I will.
He's a paratrooper.
Okay.
And very well known in the para fraternity.
Okay.
But now he is spreading harmony, peace, and affection through his harmonica.
Oh, okay. He is from Indian Army?
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh.
Brigadier Sandhu.
Oh, okay.
Mandeep Sandhu. He's from 10 para. And
he is settled in Canada?
Sometime in Canada, sometime in
India.
It is like that.
Okay.
I request by that time he was there only. I somehow got connected with him. He said, my son is about to start a camp for himself. You go with him only.
Oh.
So he explored कौन सा school कहाँ पे कर करके with his help I reached Canada. तो मैंने वहाँ पे फिर 7 more jumps I did there.
अरे क्या बात.
उसमें सब में मैंने pull किया अपने.
Oh. So that means you in all you have done around 8-9 jumps of.
8 jump किए थे सर. वो course पूरा नहीं हो पाया था क्योंकि इंस्ट्रक्टर वहां के भी they were not fully conversed with how to handle an amputee. तो उससे पहले कि मैं पूरा कर पासा कोर्स जो कि जिसमें 25 जंप होते हैं एंड यू लर्न लॉट ऑफ ट्रिक्स एटसेट्रा. ओके. अब मेरा वीजा एक्सपायर हो गया तो मेरे को वापस आना पड़ा था. ओके. होपफुली इन द टाइम टू कम आई शुड गो टू समवेयर इन यूएस. वहां पर काफी एम्पुटीज जंप कर चुके हैं. Okay. Let's see.
Great. DP, this is a great achievement. It's a great achievement. Doing a skydiving with amputee and successfully in solo is, I think, the marvelous thing. And I think the listener will have a lot of.
जब आप ऊपर जाते हो ना हवाई जहाज में बैठ के तब आपकी भी मतलब मेरी भी बत्ती बंद होती थी. यार क्या फालतू का काम करने जा रहा है. हवा सुरक्षित. लेकिन the moment you step out of the door of the aircraft in the air ना जैसे ही कूदते हो
what a feeling.
And it is you only.
Yeah.
मतलब it never came to my mind कि मैं जमीन पे गिर के पटक गया तो मर जाऊंगा. मतलब it never came to my mind but it always struck to my mind कि देखो कितना भी ऊपर चले जाओ जिंदगी में कितना मर्जी ऊपर चले जाओ. वो बोलते हैं sky is the limit. मैं बोलता हूँ sky is also not the limit.
Yeah.
You can go to space.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you have to land on Earth.
Yes. Mother Earth. So there is. So in my case, it is by virtue of having one leg. But otherwise, I say that howsoever high you may fly. Yes.
But don't forget to keep one leg on the ground.
Yes. Rather both the leg on ground.
नहीं मेरे केस में तो एक ही है ना. मतलब दूसरी टांग उड़ा लो चाहे.
I know.
मगर एक टांग जरूर ग्राउंड पे होनी चाहिए आपकी.
बिल्कुल.
अगर दिमाग में चढ़ गया आपके तो बस फिर आप गए.
Maybe I'm 100% agree. And so long as you are grounded, so long as you are grateful to the universe.
Exactly.
Sky is the limit. Sky is the limit in achievements.
True.
The last 2 things which I want to just give you little this thing. You had some emotional setback also, and still you overcame those setbacks very valiantly and living your life to true warrior like a true warrior. Would you like to tell this audience or the viewers that let whatever come in the life, whatever ups and downs or emotional breakdown, anything, still one can live a happy life? Would you like to say a few words on that?
सर इमोशनल चैलेंजेस तो हमेशा से डिफिकल्ट होते हैं फिजिकल चैलेंजेस एटलीस्ट फॉर मी आई नेवर people ask me how did you feel when you lost leg I said nothing what so big deal there
Yes.
are heroes
Yes.
our history says that gurus have sacrificed the whole family
Yes.
without shedding even a single tear
Yes.
so it will be very demeaning and disrespectful if I feel कि मेरी टांग कट गई तो मैंने बहुत कुछ खो दिया
Yes.
it's not
Yes.
so physical
Yes.
injuries does not bother as much
Yes.
the emotional injuries troubles you
Very right.
and my
Very
इमोशनल इंजरी से मुझे रूबरू होना तब पड़ा जब मैं हॉस्पिटल से स्टेप आउट करके बाहर आया दैट्स द टाइम आई रियलाइज दैट आई एम नाउ आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इट वाज दैट टाइम आई डिड नॉट इवन न्यू कि ये है क्या चीज इट इज टर्म्ड एज PTSD पोस्ट ट्रॉमेटिक स्ट्रेस डिसऑर्डर तो देयर वाज अ tussle between the reality and the images created in the subconscious mind.
Yes, yes.
DP Singh, who was discharged from the hospital, was supposed to lead a life, normal routine life, was unable to accept कि you are no more the same Josh type, outgoing, jumping around, charged up, and full of strength person. The reality was that you are holding a crutch. You don't know how to still walk with the artificial prosthesis. You can't even drive scooter properly. Forget about motorcycle or Enfield. You can't walk for long. So this reality and subconscious image of your past, that was mismatched.
That clash.
There was a big clash.
Yeah.
अब उस clash में anger, irritation, pain, and adding on to the traumas of amputation, the phantom pain, the visions at night, dreams at night.
Yes, yes.
Nauseatic feeling related to if you smell a particular type of a powder or a cracker. All these concoction was there in the mind and it was creating a lot of trouble.
Oh.
Nobody knew, no help. People used to look up to somebody like a soldier who was a warrior, but there was a weak person inside who was yet to grow further. So there was not support system. Psychologically, if you used to feel, तो लगता था कि psychiatric cases बन गए हैं. At times, people resort to drinking and heavy smoking and drinking in such cases. So, अपनी country में जो है psychology और psychiatry का difference उस समय तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं था. अब तो फिर भी थोड़ा I always speak in forums about that. PTSD क्या चीज होती है फौजी को नहीं मालूम था, सिविलियन को नहीं मालूम था, अभी भी बहुत लोगों को मालूम नहीं है. तो सपोर्ट सिस्टम कैसे बनता? In my case, however, my spiritual upbringing, spiritual power, and understanding the fact that you can't change the world, but you can only change yourself.
Yes, yes, yes.
मन जीते जग जीत.
Yes.
वो जो एक रास्ता धीरे 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 चुना, उसमें चलते चलते आज कहीं पे पहुंच पाया हूँ. In this journey, of course, I was looking upon to my near and dear ones. I was looking upon to my relations, but they were also unable to understand that why am I behaving angry? Why am I getting irritated? Because of lack of knowledge and awareness. So at times there were some situations which used to leave a very bitter taste. I got parted away with my wife also. So all this chaos happened with a soldier who had seen war, who had suffered brutal injuries.
Yes.
So, लेकिन acceptance, as I mentioned, is the first step. तो वो किया मैंने और धीरे धीरे spiritually अपने आप को strong करते करते अपने आप को अंदर से बदल बदल के आज यहाँ तक पहुंचे हैं। इस प्रोसेस में अगेन आई एम रिवाइजिंग, इट डज नॉट मेक एनी डिफरेंस इवन टू डीपी सिंह। यू माइट बी फीलिंग कि मैं बड़ा सुपर हीरो हूँ एंड क्या क्या अचीव कर दिया। नहीं, I also still feel sad, bad. I also feel low. I also feel depressed at time, and I do cry also.
Humans are humans.
बोलता हूँ कि मैं रोता भी हूँ, लेकिन मैं उन चीजों में stuck नहीं रहता. That is the only
Yes.
thing which I've done.
वही
I
humans
don't
are
stay
humans.
stuck. Now, how do I step out of that? So mind again is a clever person, clever thing. तो मैं अगर ऐसे फेज में आता हूँ तो अपने आप को रोकता नहीं हूँ कि सोचना नहीं है या ऐसे बारे में बात नहीं करनी या रोना नहीं है। जो हो रहा है करो, जो दिल कह रहा है करो।
Yes, yes.
मगर स्टेप आउट एंड फोकस को डाइवर्ट करो किसी और पॉजिटिव चीज की तरफ।
Correct, correct.
जैसे म्यूजिक सुनना या स्पिरिचुअल गुरबाणी सुनना या मूवी देखना या दोस्तों के साथ जाना या रनिंग करना या गेम्स खेलना। तो ये जो डाइवर्जन है ये आपको पॉजिटिव की तरफ मुझे अट्रैक्ट करता रहा और धीरे धीरे इसमें मेरी अचीवमेंट्स बनती चली गई एंड अंदर से स्ट्रेंथ बनती चली गई। तो रास्ता क्लियर होता चला
Wonderful,
गया।
wonderful teaching, DP. I think our audience will appreciate that what DP has tried to tell audience is that everyone, whatever big successful or achiever you are, everybody goes through the lows and highs of the life. Lows will come, but don't get stuck to those lows. जो भी आपके साथ में घटना होती है, दुर्घटना होती है, don't get stuck to that. Come out of that. And after coming out, look forward to your goal. What is your bigger goal? Focus your energy on that, and then the life will become again beautiful. And that is what he has been following, he has been preaching, and he has been telling with his experience, not just like preaching, it's just telling what he has gone through and how he has been living his life of a warrior, dream life rather, I must say. Finally, I read the post, DP, and I myself was so proud of that post. In fact, when I shared that post of yours with my audience, they were all gaga, and wherein you have said, Beta Parkinson, I have given you space in my body, but don't think that I will never stop. I will ever stop. Means you can't stop me from living my life.
Exactly.
What a beautiful quote you have shared with the audience of yours, and I am sharing with mine. That Parkinson, भैया, Parkinson एक disease होती है, viewer, you know. He has been detected with early signs of that. But you see, can you make out anywhere any effect of that? And he has told the world that you can't stop me, Parkinson beta. I will live the way I want to live. Yes, on this note, you would like to say something.
सर मेरा लेफ्ट साइड जो है वो थोड़ा स्लो हो गया है बिकॉज राइट ब्रेन जो है उसमें लोचा आ गया है।
कोई नहीं, कोई that will be sorted out. That will be sorted out.
तो डीपी को पीडी हो गया है।
अच्छा, ओके।
पार्किंसन डिजीज। तो मैंने वही अपना सेम ओल्ड फॉर्मूला, अच्छा जी हो गया है तो ठीक है, एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं।
Yes.
एक्सेप्टेंस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप टू प्रोग्रेस।
Yes.
नाउ एक्सेप्ट करने के साथ साथ व्हाट आर द ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल?
Yes.
ऑप्शन इजी अवेलेबल इज कि ठीक है अभी जो मेडिसिन खाओ, डॉक्टर ने जो बोला है बस वैसे करते रहो। That's the easiest shortcut method. But I told my doctor, I said, sir, medicine for me, as we understand and we all know, it's not a cure. There's no cure to Parkinson. It's a degenerative, progressive, incurable disease. इसका कोई इलाज नहीं है, किसी भी पैथी में इलाज नहीं है।
Correct.
तो फिर मेडिसिन खा के मैं क्या करूंगा? तो दूसरा प्रोसेस जो है वो डिफिकल्ट है, लेकिन दैट्स द नेचुरल प्रोसेस। दैट जो डोपामाइन बनना बंद हुआ है ब्रेन में वो पूरा खत्म नहीं हुआ है। तो उस पार्ट को थोड़ा सा मैं वेकअप कराने की कोशिश करता हूं कि भाई साहब, हेलो, यू आर नॉट माय बॉस, आई एम योर बॉस। You bloody well wake up and start generating some more dopamine.
Okay.
And that is only possible through physiotherapy walking,
Yoga,
exercising, cycling, yoga, pranayam, by pushing
yes, yes.
and enabling that part of yours to do its job.
Yes, yes.
If I do a third party वर्क, तो वो पार्ट को मैं बोलूंगा ओके थैंक यू, तू बैठ जा, तेरा काम खत्म, अभी दवाई काम करेगी. पार्ट बोलेगा कि ठीक है भाई साहब, आपने तो वैसे ही थर्ड पार्टी का सपोर्ट ले लिया, अभी मेरे को काम करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. तो धीरे 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 और कॉन्कॉक्शन शुरू हो जाएगी. एंड आई डोंट हैव ऑप्शंस बिकॉज मेरी बाकी की इंजरीज जो है, द इंटेस्टाइन बीइंग नॉट देयर, द यूरिनरी ब्लैडर ऑपरेटेड, that bladder operation was almost a cancerous form of infection. तो उन सब में मेरे को बोला हुआ है that you indigestion or constipation is a crime for you, and one of the side effect of the medicine is constipation. I said if I do that, so I will further deteriorate my other ailments and injuries. तो ये तो अपने पास ऑप्शन नहीं है. तो ऑप्शन यही है कि काका, परमात्मा ने तेरे को दे दिया है पार्किंसन, अब ले मजे ले और पुश योर लिमिट्स फर्दर एंड टेल दैट ब्लडी पार्किंसन that you may have got space in my body, but you have not been given rights to do your wish. It is my body, I am the captain, I am the boss. It's my mind.
Very nice, very nice. In fact, most of the viewer must have got a yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
So what I was saying is that most of the viewer must have got such a profound wisdom that if you take medicine, that organ which makes the dopamine will say, yeah, bhai, mera kaam khatam, main so jata hu. And you wanted to root out that cause only, why this is not being, formation of the dopamine is not taking place. So I just want to read out few messages, DP, which have been given. First it says, great thought, Colonel DP, very much inspiring. That is one of the viewer has said. Another viewer has said that very nice. Another viewer is saying superb. So, Major DP, I think it has been a very, very wonderful wisdom shared by you, and it's a real life experiences. And I, on behalf of my viewers, thank you so much for sharing the stage with me and sharing your experiences of lifetime experiences, rather wisdom, and helping my viewers to gain something from that. We would like to say any last thought for them.
Thank you so much, sir. But my last thought is again same. Kuch bhi ho jaye,
smile.
Keep smiling.
Keep smiling. Keep smiling.